Okay, so I want to share a little bit about the milestone of the Moonlighting bill, how it came about. I believe I was one of the persons that is responsible for why the bill came about today. All right, so what happened was that I went to the nomination, I went on nomination day to the elections department. Okay, that's 22nd August. And basically, I sounded the alarm. Okay, I sounded the alarm. Sorry, I'm going to just play some TikTok videos as well because and we were rejected. We were there and nobody wanted to talk to us. Okay, everybody. In fact, there were two officers. I believe that's Raymond's one of his video. Okay, he captured me outside the elections department. Okay, and the elections officer basically just did not even want to receive the paper. I went on nomination day. All right, there is a time period after they submit. They say that we can object. Okay, it's like, okay, it's akin to, for example, if you're going to get married, okay, and then the priest or somebody say anybody wants to object to this union. Okay, so I was there on nomination day. I said I object, cannot. Okay, all the media was there. They were there filming me. Okay, but none of them. There was no sound in the newspaper the following day. All right, it was cricket. Okay, nobody said anything except I heard one brave reporter asking Taman in the news later on in a live interview. All right, but apart from that, there was nothing. So I think it's very serious. Okay, so anyway, it all went on, and on 31st of August, okay, M. Ravi filed a lawsuit. And I just went to Supreme Court to support him. To basically, he filed a lawsuit to basically disqualify Taman as well. Okay, and that was on cooling off day. All right, so I just went to Supreme Court to support him. And on the day, when it was dismissed, and then he said he wanted to file an appeal, and then I got my group together and we put in the money for the appeal. Okay, but currently I have made police report against Joseph Chen, the lawyer, as well as M. Ravila for not for basically giving half the money to M. Ravi when it was not agreed. Okay, so but anyway, I won't talk about that today. I won't talk about much. Okay, but if you all know, or if you all want to know, that's what happened. But I believe maybe these actions helped in the bill coming about. Okay, anyway. So on the 1st of September, outside Tan Kin Lian's house, okay, the media wanted to interview me, and I basically scolded the media. That's the video, the bihun thing that was going around. Actually, there was no bihun, okay. It was actually, I believe, some pasta or something. I can't remember, okay. But I don't think there was bihun, and and basically, I scolded them. Why didn't they report the news? And because elections is the way it is, because they didn't report anything, okay, that is of importance. And that's the reason why I scolded them. Okay, I mean, I have a full rant video on my TikTok as well. You can go there and watch it. Okay, so what happened after that? On 3rd of October, ELD filed a police report against me for, they alleged that I was breaching cooling off periods by talking about the lawsuit. I said, I filed a police report back and told them that basically, I don't think talking about lawsuit is breaching any cooling off period, because I'm not campaigning for any candidate or what. Okay, so I was interviewed by the police. Okay, so actually there was some drama that happened with this lah. Okay, it's on my TikTok as well. The police called, they wanted me to go down. Okay, anyway, I won't talk about that, but you can see, okay, on the 14th of October, I finally went to the police station to be interviewed by the officer. And basically, I told him more things about what this lawsuit was about and so forth. Okay, so on the 6th of November, I will term it, the Moonlighting bill was introduced. In a way, I was a little bit surprised, and in a way, I'm also feel I actually am. In fact, I have mixed feelings about this bill, because the fact that they did try to do a bill shows that they acknowledge there are some gaps and that my concerns are legitimate. Okay, I would say that at least there's still a proper government trying to fill up, trying to make a bill. Okay, but at the same time, this bill is extremely problematic. Like I say, I do not know. Okay, you see, a bad government, right? If it is a bad government, then they can basically just ignore what I just brought up. Okay, but at least this government got some goodness lah, still got some goodness lah. They try to have a bill. Okay, but I'm very concerned about this bill because this bill is going to close off this gap, and it's actually going to me, threaten sovereignty, and that's why I am very against this bill. Okay, so that's what happened on 6th of November. And what they did on 6th of November is they introduced this bill and say that this is going to be a retrospective bill. That means on the 14th of September, when Taman became president, okay, it is in effect. I will talk more about that later, and I believe Dr. Fang will talk more about that as well. Okay. So then next thing that happened, on 13th of November, I actually filed a police report, okay, regarding the stolen election. They asked me, is any property, damaged or stolen? I say yes. To me, okay, in my view, the election was stolen because I was robbed of the right to basically vote for a candidate that qualifies. I mean, nobody was listening to me, okay, from the 22nd August until now, nobody was listening to me. Okay, so now what's happening now is on the 22nd of November, there'll be a second reading of the bill in Parliament, and I believe some members of the opposition party like PSP is going to question them about it. I do not know whether any other opposition is going to question them about it. Okay, in Parliament, but I don't know what Workers' Party is going to do, and I don't know what other people are going to do. But I'm actually, besides a few opposition parties speaking up about vaccines, like so far is Leong Man Wai and Hazel Phua, these two, okay, and they're talking about the bill now, okay, but I'm pretty disappointed with the rest and the remainder of most of the opposition. When I first spoke up, none of the opposition spoke up with me as well. When I first highlighted it, nobody seems to care about this issue, okay, but I'm happy that there's more coverage now and they're acknowledging that there is a gap. Okay, and they're trying to fill it with this bill. But like I say, it's very, very problematic. And I am calling everybody to pay attention and to please take note so that we can protect our constitution. But let me just check my TikTok. Okay. Okay, is the TikTok okay now? The TikTok's okay, huh? Okay, so I have created many videos and I've commented lots about it, okay, on my TikTok. You just go to @irisco11, and I also have a petition, ongoing petition, okay, which is at bit.ly/no to Taman. I will put it in the link so that all of you can see. All right. I doubt it is okay. Got sound but duplicated. What does got sound but duplicated means? Because very few people on TikTok, I don't know why. Okay, anyway. All right, so I made the recent report police report. The link is on my blog. I also blog about it on healingthedivide.cc/. You just go to the blog. You will see all. Let me just show you guys a little bit Sorry. Yeah, I just want to show you all. Okay, if there are any updates, I'll probably put it on the blog. Okay, and the blog, there are some important documents, and so I just want to share with all of you, okay, so that you don't miss anything since we're on Zoom now. Okay, so hold on, let me just. Okay, so you just go to Healing the Divide, then you click on the blog, okay? And when you click on the blog, I will have some recent articles about this. The police report one is here, all right? Then the second one is my fasting initiative, and the third one is the Stop the Bill, okay? Which I will share more as we go along, okay? Hold on, let me just stop this thing. Okay, so let me share a little bit about the main issues what I think this bill has. And like I mentioned, you can go to my petition bit.ly/no to Taman. If you haven't basically sign it or read it yet, please go there and read and sign. I'm happy that it has the number of signatures has actually increased quite a bit since the announcement of the bill. Now we have 1,703 people. All right, the next milestone is 2,500. But of course, I hope that more and more people know about this because it is such an important issue. All right, because it's changing the constitution, guys. They're changing the constitution. The supreme law of the land is the constitution. Okay, now the first issue which I like to share about is I put a time machine there. Okay, and I think I have one of my videos talk about that you cannot go back and change, and say, oh, now I come out with a bill November 6th. Let's go back in time and let's make him qualify in during that time. No, cannot. Okay. I think Dr. Fang will talk more about it, so I will just skip. I won't talk too much about this. Okay. Now, the second main issue, which I think is that the president is the one giving assent to bills. Okay, he's the one has to sign off on all the bills, but he is currently incompatible with the constitution. So how does he sign on a bill that, to me, he actually doesn't qualify to sign because the bill is not passed? Okay, and we haven't discussed about this question yet. So to me, that's why my original, after the bill is announced, my petition title was called Parliament should be suspended first until Taman resigns. Okay, but then I decided, okay, I'll make it more easier for people to sign. Stop the Moonlighting bill, Taman to resign first. Okay, so that's changed the name of my of the petition now. Okay, next, very important issue. Okay, now he gets to forgive himself for this incompatibility because he's the president, right? So he have to sign off on the bill that, oh yeah, now it's okay for you to be on foreign appointments. Okay, so he has to actually, to me, own self check own self forgive own self say is own self. I mean, own self say is okay, and he is not the judge. But how come he's the only person in this country who gets to okay what he didn't okay the mismatch? Okay, this is no check and balance. This is like ridiculous. Check and balance, zero. Okay, zero, guys. And isn't the president supposed to be the second key? Isn't he supposed to be the second key? If parliament is the first key, let's say president is the second key, okay, then he gets to, when there's a breach, none of the parliamentarians are saying anything, and the president himself says it's okay. And the fact is that many of these parliamentarians are also part of these international organizations like the World Economic Forum, which is why it is so problematic. Okay, now, let's say they do suspend parliament, or they want to find out about this issue. Since Taman cannot own self check own self and cannot approve himself, okay, then we need a referendum, not bill, because we're actually changing very important parts of the constitution, which is still part 3 of the constitution is about national sovereignty. All right, and we do not know what goes on behind those closed doors in those international groups that these ministers and president is part of. Okay, so basically, the nature of it to me is that you are almost, okay, changing part 3 of the constitution, all right, which deals with sovereignty. And that part, it says in the constitution that you cannot change unless you have a referendum. And another important point which I want to say, you cannot make right what is wrong with a popular vote. Okay, I put 2 + 2 = 5. Because we all know 2 + 2 is not 5. Okay, 2 + 2 is 4. Okay, 2 + 2 is 4. And even if everybody says 2 + 2 is 5, it will still not be 5 because the truth is the truth. And the thing is that we must value science, we must value maths, we must value logic, we must value the rule of law in this country. All right, so I don't think 2 + 2 will ever be equals to 5, and it doesn't matter whether they got the majority. They cannot vote on this bill. Okay. Now, WEF and Group of 30 are international groups with strong political powers. If you just look at the membership there, okay, there is the this and this of this country, you know, so many, the World Bank and all that, okay? It is an international political group. There is no doubt about this, okay? There's no doubt about this. And I want to ask, what is their real agenda? What are they trying to form a one world government? Okay, if you stay until later on, my friend Alex will be playing videos from these about these groups, what they really are, and I want everybody to please pay attention. A lot of people think that we are conspiracy theories, but I don't think we are. Okay, I've got more and more evidence showing things. Women, what should I do about the TikTok? It's only 4 people. It's kind of very, it's not normal. Is it the sound not good? Should I make the sound less or what? Okay.
Iris, your sound on TikTok, right, is duplicated. I do not know how to resolve it because I think there are a few tabs in the system they're playing sound, so they are just fed into the studio line. So
okay, let me just see how
if you cannot solve it, just either let it be or turn it off.
Okay, let me see. Okay, I'm just going to minus a lot of things. Okay.
Because you have too many tabs open, I don't know which one is producing sound. Okay, there should be only one tab producing sound and being fed into the thing.
Okay, sorry. I'm going to just remove all first so that
I think you've got too many tabs open, so I don't know which one is producing sound.
okay. Is it okay now?
I won't know.
Okay, I'm just going to go on TikTok. Okay, and mine just continue. Okay. Now the next point which I have. So, what is the president's role and position? Is it supposed to be political or not? If he's not meant to be political, which is why he quit from the PAP, then why is he still in international political groups? Isn't that worse? Isn't that worse? So, guys, we're not just allowing this moonlighting bill. We are actually changing the nature of the president's role as well. You know, all these very, very serious concerns and serious issues, okay, which I am very concerned about. Now, the other question is, who is Taman's real boss or bosses? Okay, this was my old slide. Now that he is president, when he is in all these international groups, who is he really answering to? Isn't he supposed to answer to the people? That's why he's supposed to be the people's president, non-political, because he answers to us. So that is my other very huge concern. Okay. Another one, double standards if top officers in Singapore can moonlight and have multiple jobs, but people holding other civil servant jobs and even NS men cannot. I've got NS men messaging me, or I see in the comments, oh, they only earn $450 per month, but they're not allowed to work. Okay, and you know how expensive it is to live in Singapore. All the things are so expensive now. Okay, that's why I have to do my hunger fast, because we're not allowed to moonlight, but other people are. Okay, so I wish that if you haven't, can you all please help me to share this? Okay, you can put this on your Facebook cover, you know, share this around, share the link. And I really want a lot of people to know, okay? I have summarized a lot of my concerns there. Today, I brought in a few more new concerns, which I haven't made a video about that yet. But I hope that you guys can go and see and share with more people. Okay, what are the things that you can do? Okay, that was one. Okay, share the petition and read and share and tell people. Now, I started a hunger fast. I started on Friday at 12 midnight, and I haven't eaten yet. Okay, and I hope that more people can join me to pray and fast to stop this bill. You can go to the link bit.ly/hungerfast for more information, and I hope that, let me just put in the link. Hold on. I'm happy that some people have already reached out to me and say that they will be fasting, but I hope more. Okay, and I really believe that we have the power to be able to just pray for and fast for Singapore lah. You know, if the courts of law doesn't seem to work, we have to go to courts of heaven, okay, to appeal to higher forces. Please help us, okay? And I hope that we can have enough people to go the marathon all the way until the last day of this year, 31st December 2023. Of course, if the bill is stopped before that, we can stop our fast. But as long as the bill is not stopped, we will continue fasting and praying and hoping that don't have to more people go hungry because of the bill, okay? The nature of the fast, we are not going to eat. You can drink anything you want, but of course, I recommend more healthy beverages. And I also hope that of course you may need to consult a doctor if you want before you start the fast. I actually am of the opinion that fasting is very healthy, and it's another propaganda that they tell us that, you know, we cannot fast and so forth. I am quite an experienced faster, if there's such a word. But I intend to continue fasting for a while, maybe until 22nd of November when the bill is finished reading. Okay, I'm on day 3 now. Okay, so I hope that more people can join me. Please join me. If not, I'll go hungry for a very long time. So if there's nobody taking over a particular day, I will just fast on that day lah. That's what I'm going to do, okay, after I do my long stretch to the 22nd of November. So I hope that you can support this initiative. All right, we have a Facebook group. You can go to Save Singapore, and I'll post some things there, okay? And you can also download and print this out, and if you want, you take a photograph and show yourself during this hunger fast to stop the moonlighting bill. We say that we are hungry for a change. We're hungry for equality. We're hungry for justice, and we are hungry for a better Singapore. Okay. So this is the link. You can go there. Please, once you go there, there will be information sent to you. You'll be put into a WhatsApp group. You should be in a WhatsApp group with all the people who are doing this. And I hope we can have a lot of people doing this. All right, hundreds if possible. And my intention is for every person who fasts one day, hopefully we can convert at least one civil servant in the government who can help us to stop this bill. All right. Now, later on, Raymond will talk about this. I don't know whether I want to take legal actions. It depends on whether we have enough public support. Okay, but if we do, I'm looking for 300 plaintiffs and 3,000 supporters who can pay $50 with, and Raymond will talk about the $50, what you're going to get. Okay, he has prepared a legal defense kit for those who want to support. Okay, if we gather enough money and we have enough plaintiffs, that means people who are willing to put your name on the line, even though I do not know how many we can eventually submit for this constitutional challenge. All right, but I'm